fucking dumbass. Our mission was to keep the summer alive! Howdy diddly do neighbors, my name is the Pied Piper, and today we're talking about the mission, the goal to keep the summer alive, aka the Beach Boys album, Keeping the Summer Alive, released in 1980. When you think of the Beach Boys, you think of fun, summer surfing harmonies. This album has harmonies, summer, quite a bit of fun. So this has most of the things of what makes Beach Boys, or what makes Beach Boys and most of the people view as Beach Boys. And today I want to talk about it because I think this album is wildly overlooked. I think this album is really good. I'm just gonna say it right now. It's one of their best latter works. And I want to talk about it. So let's just start with the title track, Keeping the Summer Alive. I love this track. The start of this track with the drums and like the piano, like it's amazing. On the fucking My Club part, the dup summertime, like that is awesome. I don't know why every Beach Boys album has to have that one My Club vocal, and I'm happy that this one has this one because it's a really good one. It's really memorable. One funny thing that I want to talk about: the song was written by Carl Wilson. This song sounds like it's like a secret mission, right? To like keep the summer alive, right? Like they're breaking the windows, you know, like, you know, spy films going through windows, right? Like, and they're like, you know, in the scene to like save the summer, you know, and it's really cool, right? Like it just sounds really cool like that. I love that song. This is such a fucking fire song. It's so good. With amazing Carl vocals. Like, he really has, like, the nitty-gritty. It's insane how Carl vocals are so versatile. You know, he has vocals like this track, which are very, like, you know, manly, stuff like that. And it has vocals like God Only Knows. I get it's, like, years apart. But, like, let's compare it to something with the more recent, like, Baby Blue, right? Or that song on LA Lights. His vocals are so light there, right? And it's amazing how it's managed to pull them off. I'm just gonna say it right now. I love these vocals. They're very cool in my opinion, you know? And the lyrics are so corny. I love corny songs, but the lyrics like, when it's ice cream, when to get the gang back together. Like, it's so cool. It's like, it's cool. It's incredibly corny. Like, cornball through the cornfield and, you know, in the cornfields, right? Like, that's a Beach Boys reference. It's amazing. I love the corny vocals. I love corny Beach Boys. I love it all. It's a great track. This other track has just great drums. I think overall, like in general, they're just very memorable in the, you know, especially at the start, as I mentioned. And it has a very good ending. I like the ending, like, yeah, I know we'll keep the summer. Like, it's like they figured out the solution how to keep this summer alive, you know. I've told you, it sounds like a fucking spy film. Like, they're busting through the windows, right? And like trying to make the summer alive. It's really cool. I love it. It's such a cool thing. A cool song, a track, my bad. Next one we have is Oh Darlin'. Oh Darlin' is a really good track. Honestly, I'd even say amazing. It's a track about loving someone, your darling, right? It's not Darlin', this track, it's Oh Darlin', so don't get that mixed up. There's an older version with Brian vocals, and I think Brian really could have fit better vocals in here, honestly. I really think that. Brian's vocals fit just so much more than Carl's. Although Carl vocals are really good here, I much prefer the Brian vocals, you know, because for some reason, like, he sounds kind of like shy, you know, but he sounds very real when he sings, like, whoa, you know, like that type of thing. I don't know how to really put it. I really like his vocals. His vocals are very cool. It's also really well written. It's one of those tracks that, like, you know, just stick in my head, right? I really like the Mike Love part, like, lying here with you in the sand. Figure it out. Also amazing backing vocals, like they're so catchy. It's like for this album, the Beach Boys all got in a little group and they're like, okay, what do the fans like? Okay, they like songs about summer. Okay, I think most of the fans love the harmonies. Not really sad songs. Okay, let's just keep it like fun, right? And they cocked it up this one, and I think this album is really well done. It's a fun summer album, right? You put this on, it has every parts of summer. It has like slow, sad parts with like endless harmony, and Oh Darling has the fun parts with like endless summer and some of your love. It has heartbreak, like living with the heartache, right? And going on, right? It's all of the summer shades, and I really like that. If this album is about summer, it covers all of the, you know, summer feelings, right? And girls. This album has also a track about girls. But yeah, that's about Oh Darling. Oh Darling's a great track. I really love the backing vocals. They're very memorable, like dip, figure it out. Like it's It's an amazing track. I love it. It's really cool. It's really well produced. This whole album was produced by Bruce Johnston. Really cool. I just really like it. I didn't know he could produce so well, but I don't really hear not a big difference. I hear this album is just really well. Really well produced, really well written. And yeah. Next track we have is Some of Your Love. Holy moly, the fucking harmonies and the backing vocals and the vocals in general. This track was originally titled My Comeback to LA. And I'll be honest, I really wish that this track was about Mike coming back to LA. Like, I really want to hear, like, what Brian would have wrote. Because, like, Mike wrote a song for Brian called Brian's Back. And then Brian would have written a track called Mike Come Back to LA, right? And there's only, like, one recording in the MIU documentary. Because this track is straight from the MIU recording sessions. Where there's, like, Brian playing the piano and they all get in a group and start playing it, right? And it sounds really good. And this is basically the same track, just different lyrics, which that's what I kind of hate. This track has really generic lyrics. It sounds like they really want to do the Mike Love idea, but they just kind of cut it last minute and they need some words in it. But most of the song is not really that much lyrical. It's just repeating the some of your love. And because there's so many layered vocals, it just sounds so amazing, right? I love it. It sounds like they all did like 12 billion takes of the vocals, and it's just amazing. Like, I really would have loved to see a universe where this track is just turned into Mike Come Back to LA. I would love to see like what the lyrics would have been there for the like sharp parts, because this track has like lyrics, does my little acrobat, like stuff like that. I forgot about it on my head, but like I would also pretty much say that this is one of the best tracks on the album overall. Like, in my personal opinion, there's not that many bad tracks on this album. There's no, I would say the worst track is Mid, right? And I'd even say that out of all those good tracks, this one managed to get out by the really good backing vocals and vocals in general. Just that they just go insanely hard. I just love that. Yeah, it's a great track. One of my favorites for sure, as I said. Next one we have is Going On. Going on. Going on. I asked, call me on Discord. Told you to edit this part correctly. It's like in the song, like, you know, when they say going on, cut, going on, going on, like that's how it goes in the track. Cut this fucking part out. Going On has something going on, because this track is hard. I love this fucking track, bro. This and Keeping the Summer Alive, I don't know if they were singles, but boy oh boy, they're so like great tracks. Like, it seems every Beach Boy just locked in. This album feels a lot like Sunflower at points, where every Beach Boy is doing something, right? There's no lack of Brian, there's no lack of anyone, right? If MIU was the lack of Carl Wilson and Dennis Wilson, and if LA Light was the lack of Al Jardine and Mike Love, then this album kind of brings everyone back in, right? And I really like that, because you can hear it in the vocals. Like, there are parts where, you know, like Carl sings, then there are Mike parts. There's a lot of Mike and Carl vocals, funnily enough, in this whole album, right? And they work so well together, like the way that I look in the mirror, it couldn't be clearer. What is my love going on? And my favorite part is the going on, going on. My phone really has to interrupt when I'm talking about going on. Like, my favorite part is the going on, going on, going on, going on. Like the Brian vocal, like the fizzling out at the end, and that Carl vocal, like that build up is so cool. I love you, I miss you, things won't be same till I kiss you. Boom, 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 boom. Like, it's such a well track. It bounces up and down in a weird way, like Heroes and Villains, where it just goes up, goes down, goes up. But it's a really different track from Heroes and Villains. Trust me on that. It's a great track, okay? It's really well written. Again, it's really well produced. I really love the harmonies in this track and the way the track just goes out with the amazing sax solo. I don't know, it's a sax or whatever. It's just so good. It's just amazing. This has to be one of the best tracks. Like, MVPs easily is Some of Your Love, Keeping the Summer Alive, and Going On. Those are great fucking tracks. I love them. Amazing track. It's just kind of surprising for me to think that it was not really a big track. Like, it's such a good track, but it wasn't big, I guess. Damn, that really sucks. And then next track I want to talk about is When Girls Get Together. This is one fucking weird track. This track is basically unchanged from the Sunflower sessions, and the track is about women. It's talking about all types of women. It's talking about elderly women. It's talking about, you know, young girls, right? And it's talking about, and the whole track I think it's written by Brian Wilson, is how much he loves women, right? A lot of the parts sound a little wrong, you know, like they can talk and talk, or whatever that line was about women talking a lot. They sound a little wrong, but I like it. It's a good track. It's not a track I like crave to listen to. I do listen to it sometimes. I love how it's produced, like with the big, like, I don't know what they're really called, like the big build up, like it's like a lumpy track, right? And the heavy drums, you know, all the horn instruments. It's a very, it's an out of place track. I'd say that for sure, right? But I think it fits in the album. It's about liking girls, and if you're a straight guy in the summer, like that's the thing you do, I guess. I'm gay. I don't know. Like, I don't know how this works. Like, what the fuck are women, bro? It's an interesting track. It's a weird one, but it's one I like. People don't like it. Fair enough. I understand why they don't like it. It's kind of like stereotyping women at some points. It's not, but I think it comes from a good place. I don't think it's meant to do harm. It's a very unique track, and I like it for that. It's a cool track. I like this track. And next track that I want to talk about is Endless Harmony. Endless Harmony is a track written by Bruce Johnson. It was originally, I think, titled 30 Years of Harmony, right? This track is basically kind of like the outro to the Beach Boys, right? Because Keeping the Summer Alive is the last album that the Beach Boys really put consistently, right? If they started making albums since 61, they basically stopped making them regularly till 81, right? There's basically no breaks up until, I guess, Holland, where they didn't do anything in 74 and 75, but then they again picked up steam after the Brian's Back campaign, right? This sounds like an outro. As I said, I like Bruce Johnson's lyrics. They're like abstract and like nostalgic. This sounds like Disney Girls, like that track from Sunflower. No, Surf's Up, my bad. I like it. And I also love the choral part where the "oh, let it down goes the merry-go." I like that part. It's a very deep track. It's kind of like the Now and Then of Beach Boys, although the Beach Boys kept on making music, and Summer Is Gone, I guess you could title the official outro track to the Beach Boys, and That's Why God Made the Radio. I really like it. It's a great track. It's not a track I've listened to a lot. I needed to grow on it, but yeah, that's basically all the memorable tracks for me on Keeping Summer Alive. And one thing that I do want to mention is the tracks that I didn't talk about. It's not because I don't like them. It's because, you know, like, they're not that memorable. Like, Living with a Heartache, I like it. Living with a Heartache, living with a... Like, it's really cool. Santa Ana Wins. It's also a track that has slowly grown on me. This whole album has slowly grown on me. I really like this album. Overall, let's talk about a couple of things. One of the best Beach Boys covers, period. Like, this cover. Like, it's such a good cover, like them all being in a globe. I like the art. I like that it's kind of cheesy and not. It's a really good album. I really like this album. I want to get like a disc of it, honestly. I like it so much. I think it's also really overlooked by a lot of Beach Boys fans. They just look at this period and say, it's meh. And I also used to do that. I have a video called The Last Good Beach Boys album, which is talking about LA Lights. And it's a great album, trust me on that, but it's not their last good one. I got into the 80s, and That's Why God Made a Radio, and they're all great albums. Got into the Beach Boys 80s, self-titled, not the 80s, as a whole fucking decade. I really hate how overlooked this album is. It sounds like the Beach Boys really, it's their last breath, really. They did what they knew how to do best, is making fun music, doing awesome harmonies, and just trying to make all of it. This whole album was made to like give them a hit, right? I have a feeling about it. I actually don't know that, don't quote me on that. But it sounds like they did everything, their last grasp, right? And it just didn't. And it sucks because this is a good album. I mean, Keeping the Summer Alive is a great track. Like, the first 3 tracks of the album are amazing, right? They're corny. Fine. You can blame them on being corny. I don't care, right? But they're great tracks. And Endless Harmony is a really deep track, like the Beach Boys fans, you know. This has all the parts, like the Beach Boys introduction music, right? And then the Beach Boys fans were the real fans with Endless Harmony, right? And the deep cuts, like When Girls Get Together. This album has it all in just 10 tracks. And it's kind of sad that we're talking about all of this and we're missing one Beach Boy, Dennis Wilson. He basically wasn't there for the recording sessions at all. 81 and 82 were like horrible years for Dennis Wilson and Brian Wilson. And it kind of sucks that it ended out on something like that. Honestly, they both hadn't gotten to a lot of drugs. There was the cocaine sessions where Dennis bought Brian a hamburger for every time he wrote a song or something like that. Don't quote me on that again. Just don't quote me on anything in general. It sucks that this is the last album that Dennis participated. I think his only vocals you can hear them on is on Endless Harmony, which out of all the tracks, yeah, that makes sense. Dennis Wilson, I really love Dennis Wilson. He's a great lyricist, amazing vocalist, a deep guy. Has he done things that are bad? Yes, for fucking sure. Not a doubt in my mind. There are some things that he has done that are really bad. What I think sucks is that, you know, he's just that type of a guy. I mean, you know, because if you become like famous of what, like 14, 15, it does something to you, okay? Don't lie. And you know, Dennis is just one of the examples. So I kind of wanted to pitch on that it sucks that no Dennis on this album. I would have loved to hear some Dennis tracks, but you know, maybe it would have been cool if it would have gotten like Wouldn't It Be Nice to Live Again. That track is really great. That was never released because they were picking things from the Sunflower Sessions, and so why not pick that, right? But yeah, sucks that we have no Dennis. It really does suck. Also, there's a documentary on this album. Mike Love is really balding in that documentary. I really like that part of that documentary when they wanted to make the song called "Going on the Beach" or whatever it's called. I don't know about that track. I don't know. It's not that great. Also, another track that they should have done is added is "California Feeling." Like, they had so many tracks that we could have added, but they didn't. It sucks, man. But yeah, that's about it. Keeping the Summer Alive is great. I like this album very much. Out of all the albums, MIU, LA Lights, and Keeping the Summer Alive, the three last albums that they really, you know, the free cornball albums, I would call them. I think this one has to be my favorite. MIU's there and LA Light. No offense to LA Light, of course. LA Light's a great album. But with time, I've really grown to like this album and MIU. But yeah. Keeping the Summer Alive is Beach Boys' last ditch effort. It's their final breath, and then it was dingy wingy, I don't know. And it sucks, because this is a really great album. I think more Beach Boys fans should give it a shot, right? There's so many parts of this album that I think a lot of Beach Boys fans would like if they just listen through them. Going On is a great starter track. Keeping the Summer Alive is a great starter track. Oh Darling, right? All of them are great starter tracks. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks to the patrons Deep Breath and Musikant. Also like and subscribe, please. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. When did we hear the Penguins on this album? We've seen on the cover of the Penguins, right? Where are they? Did Kowalski participate in the recording sessions of Keeping the Summer Alive? I'm just saying. Why is Mike Love bald? Think about it. Because Kowalski needs to plant an egg there. Think about it. That's why he was balding there. Guys, I am the next game theorist. Sign me up. Bro, when it's ice cream, when I get the